Thomas Ball.
Oh,
Hey.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, Thomas.
Hi.
Hang on, Thomas.
You were talking.
Shut up. Shut the fuck up. How was prom?
Prom was really good. I don't think I should have brought that particular date. And also,
She didn't put out.
I was sick the whole time.
So was Derrick.
Where'd you go to dinner for prom?
We had the whole prom dinner at this place called the Oakdale Theater, and the thing about it was that it had gotten into some issues with food poisoning a little earlier.
Oh.
So, but they didn't have problems with steak, so I said, okay, I'll have the steak, and it sucked. But the thing is, I had a good time, I danced with some people who were fun, and I had fun overall.
All right, good.
That was a weird way to end a sentence.
My only suggestion, you should have gone to Taco Bell.
Yes, Liv Moss.
Liv Moss.
Yeah.
Speaking of prom, I just went to a 10-year reunion for high school.
Oh my god. But it wasn't Brian's 10-year
But it wasn't
reunion.
mine.
It was mine.
Derrick's.
It was Derrick.
And I didn't go.
Yeah. So, nobody wanted to dance.
I found out, hold on. I didn't go.
I had a discussion with Derrick about this earlier.
I didn't go, but I heard about it through the grapevine that the most entertaining part of the reunion was Laura Tempko's boyfriend, who happens to be Bryan Abu Shakra. So if the most entertaining part of my 10-year reunion was my friend doing a modified version of the Mega64 booth experience at the reunion, I didn't miss anything.
You really didn't.
Thank you.
Because nobody wanted to dance. The best part was the day later when I looked at the program and it said notable alumni, and it was Steven Strasberg, the first one, that fan who won season 1 of
Last Comic
Standing,
Yeah.
Mega64, and then somebody
That's just me. That is only me.
it said
But hey, that notable alumni is from all of West Hills.
Yeah.
Because Strasburg is like 2008 or 9.
2006.
Really?
Yeah.
Shit. Hey, Mega64 is listed as notable alumni in the West Hills program. Oh!
Yeah.
All three of you guys are named. They misspelled your name.
Oh!
Yeah.
That was for your reunion!
What was my name?
What the
It was
fuck?
Derek.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm so notable they don't know how to spell my name.
In there?
In the program, yeah.
Do you still have it?
I have one at my
Fuck
girlfriend's
yeah,
house.
dude.
I might have one in the trunk. Yeah, notable alumni.
Well,
Up there
we're
with-
right up there with Dat Fan.
And Priscilla something from the season of Real World where they were in San Diego.
There's a girl
Yeah.
from West Hills that is on there?
Yeah, apparently.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
And they misspelled my name.
Yep.
My life
That's so fucking funny.
always falls short.
Hey guys, that's our high school. That's the notable thing. Misspelled Derrick.
Yep.
Thanks. So
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
No.
Hey Derrick, shut the fuck up. It's Tom's turn.
Yeah, go ahead. What's your question?
So you were talking about the new consoles earlier. What is your favorite console and why?
Of all time?
Yes.
Woo! That is a tough question for me to answer. You know, it's funny because there were like different consoles. Hey, you guys be quiet. So loud. You know, there were different consoles at different points in my life that were really significant and important to me. For example, when the Super Nintendo first came out, it competed with the Genesis, and I never had a Genesis. I had a Super Nintendo, and I have so many great memories from that era of my life. Yet I could compare those to later on in my life when I had a Dreamcast instead of a Nintendo 64. I was older in my life, and video games were just way different. So it's hard to say what my favorite console was. I could break it up by era and say,
Sure.
Sure, all right. I prefer Super Nintendo over Genesis. I think of the 64, PlayStation 1, Dreamcast era. Dreamcast is my favorite.
Yeah.
I would say of the Xbox One, PS2, GameCube generation, GameCube is my favorite.
Me too.
I would say of the most recent incarnation of the two Wii systems, the Xbox 360 and the PlayStation 3, Xbox 360 is my favorite.
Wow, we are just, I'm opposites
Yeah.
on you with everything.
I feel so similarly because
Hold on, and favorite handheld of all time, PSP Slim.
So specifically.
Yeah, I don't want the big one, and I don't like the Vita. It's the PSP Slim, the white one with Darth Vader on it.
my first console was the GameCube, so I kind of hold like a special part of that in like my heart.
Yeah.
So I would have to go with GameCube.
GameCube is a good console.
Yeah.
It is.
But is it?
I would say,
I would say GameCube. Personally, I
would.
That's tough. I don't know if I like that one better than the Dreamcast, or if Dreamcast might be my favorite. Just for nostalgia reasons, I love the Dreamcast. That was a great system in a great era.
I think PlayStation 2 is my favorite.
I might be with you.
I would say PlayStation 2 was my favorite of that era at the time, but now I would have to say it's got to be GameCube because I still play it. I still play Smash Brothers.
That's the only game
That's
that I
one
play on
game
it,
though.
But
That's
I
the
feel
only
like you
game that I
can't
play
judge
on
a
it.
system by one
Yeah,
game.
well, it had Resident Evil 4, which I beat.
That's
to shit.
true.
That's
true.
okay. That is a fair point.
And then, but I guess when it comes down to it, it had all the Metal Gear Solid trilogy. So yeah, I guess it's got PPS too, just for that. But for some reason, my favorite console of all time is the Dreamcast. I don't know what it is about the Dreamcast that I love so much.
I don't get it.
I think
No.
because I played so many fighting games on
The
it.
Dreamcast was really innovative too. The Dreamcast was like a piece of technology from the future. It was honestly way ahead of its time.
It was.
It had internet connection. It had a VMU, which was its own console, a handheld console that you plugged into your controller.
Yeah.
It was crazy. The graphics were insane. It was
Really
crazy.
was. At the time, that was unbeatable. Like you could, but then nobody. I don't know. All their
Pirating
third-party
games.
support, like yeah.
Everybody could pirate the games.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you could burn the games. Duh. All right,
Yeah.
Thomas, your first console was the GameCube.
Thanks
Grow
for
up.
making us feel old.
Jeez.
First console was the GameCube?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, Tom.
I'm cutting you off. Young ass
Hey,
bitch.
somebody said in the chat earlier, this is the guy who always calls in and then is ignored. Like, he calls in, we say hi, and then we go off on like these tangents, and that's why I think he goes down, hey, can I ask my question?
Can I ask my
Because
question?
every time he calls in, that happens.
Sorry, Tom.
Thanks for your call.
Bunch of tomfoolery.
Real quick, just fast answer. Favorite console of all time?
PlayStation 1.
Got it.
PlayStation 1.
Nice.